Hey, hello, leaders. This is Paul Grau Jr., and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So, today I want to talk about how to create passionate teams and passionate team members. And basically, it all starts with the leader. But I am going to talk about this in a little bit different way today. And I'm going to talk about how leaders' passion, if you have passion, it can be great, but it can also be very challenging. And I'm going to talk about that today and exactly how you can deal with that if it is. So here we go. It's back in the vault. I'm opening the vault again. This is season 1, episode 103 originally. And I call it How Leaders Can Create Passionate Teams. Here we go. Hello, leaders. Have you ever noticed how a leader's passion can be contagious? I mean, if you've ever had the opportunity to work with a leader who is passionate about their roles and responsibility, about their products that they're selling or their services, about their teams or their whole entire organization, there is simply no denying their passion has a tendency of rubbing off on the people around them. Well, today we're going to discuss how passion can not only be a critical piece in whether your team is motivated and inspired, but how it can be a real challenge for some leaders. Welcome to Run to Your Challenges. This is the 5-minute leadership show delivered to you 6 days a week that's designed specifically for mid-level leaders and team leaders. Every day I share a different leadership challenge and offer you encouraging tips to help you and your team run to your challenges. Before I forget, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Okay. Let's talk about today's challenge of how leaders' passion is contagious yet can be challenging. So, passionate leaders bring a lot of life to the organization every day. They can be the spark that really ignites motivation within the team and can inspire the team to do their absolute best. And it can have a drastic impact on the overall morale and productivity of the entire organization. So the bottom line is passionate leaders can be a real blessing to their organizations. This is a no-brainer in most situations, right? However, can a leader be too passionate around the office? Can a leader's passion bring down other team members a notch, especially the ones who just aren't very passionate? Well, let's break this down a little bit. Have you ever seen the movie Rudy? Well, if you haven't, it's about an undersized and under-talented football player whose dream was to play for the University of Notre Dame. And he achieves his dream by getting on the team. However, it's only the practice squad, where he's basically beat down every day in practice by the big, talented first stringers on the team. Well, the one thing that Rudy had more than anyone else was passion. He was simply the most passionate player on the team, and yet he was only on the practice squad. It didn't matter to Rudy because he knew he was helping the team prepare for the upcoming opponent. So there's one part near the end of the movie when one of Rudy's teammates tells him to tone it down a notch. Basically because Rudy's teammates were sick of him showing them all up every day. You see, what Rudy lacked in size and talent, he made up for with passion, a positive attitude, and just flat out grit. He only knew one way to play, and that was all out 100% of the time. Rudy didn't quite understand what his teammates meant by toning it down. After all, he was doing his best. He was doing the best that he could every day. He was giving his all every single day. Why would people not like that? Well, people in your offices may be the same way. Rudy is a prime example of how passion can actually be challenging at times for some leaders. When you are absolutely sold out to do the best that you can day in and day out, yet the people around you just aren't nearly as motivated or passionate about their jobs, it can be challenging to maintain your passion. It can be difficult to stay motivated and upbeat when your peers resent your actions and excitement to a degree. Well, today I want to encourage you to never think you need to withhold your passion. I want to encourage you to let your passion out with a vengeance every single day, just like Rudy did. No matter what your coworkers and peers say, if you're passionate about the things that you're doing, be proud of it. Let it out. You see, having extreme passion and excitement is a rarity and a very special gift. People may not understand it and may even resent it. And I think mainly this is because they have either never seen it or just don't want it, because they're probably much more content moping around every day. However, just like in the movie Rudy, people actually want to experience this passion. They want to be inspired in a special way. They may not realize it initially, but they really do want and need it. And so does your entire organization. So I want to encourage you to feel free to express your passion and excitement at all times, because your organization, your friends, your families, heck, everyone needs it. And I think we actually crave it to a point. So don't be afraid of having your team members tell you to tone it down. Don't be afraid to stand out because your passion may be greater than anyone else around you. Be yourself. Motivate and inspire your team members. And oh, by the way, if you aren't very passionate, don't discourage other team members from expressing their passion. Encourage them to have fun. Encourage them to inspire and motivate others around them by displaying their passion continuously. And you know what? Over time, their passion and excitement may just start to rub off on others. Can you imagine an entire organization being passionate about their jobs? Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. As a reminder, please be sure to subscribe and share this briefing with coworkers and other leaders, and especially your HR directors and your CEOs, so your entire organization can run to your challenges together. Thanks for listening, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges.